Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus and Rising, welcome to your weekly reading for the week commencing the 4th of May. Gemini, this week I'm asking Source to give us the energies that we are dealing with after the Scorpio full moon of shedding, releasing, letting go, going through a rebirth. So just want to see what we need to do, kind of guide us in the direction of this week. For you, I'm hearing it's very minor. Okay. It's very minor. You don't need to do a lot. Okay. Yeah, you don't need to do a lot. You just need to be yourself. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. You deserve the best. Know your worth. And under that, we've got love yourself. So we've got no. No is a word we all need to use more often and stand on it. We also need to accept and receive it as a right of others. So you saying no to someone or you receiving a no means that everyone is under their obligations. It's their moral right to decline something or for you to decline something. You don't have to say no, yes. I'm hearing you don't have to be guilted into saying yes either. Don't let anyone play on your emotions, on your heartstrings. We've got guarded. Of course, it's normal to have your walls up after being hurt, but after a while, your walls may be keeping out just what you may need to heal. Take a chance. It's quite contradictory, isn't it? It's kind of like finding the right balance there, because I feel like you want to say yes, but you don't want to get hurt again. So it's finding the balance between it and making sure that you're allowing the right people in, maybe good concentrated people in that you can trust. Let's see what your spirit guides want you to know this week, Gemini. Okay, we had nothing, and then all of a sudden that may happen this week as well. Like maybe you've been holding something in for too long, and then eruption. I got the, like, you didn't need to do much, but then all of a sudden all this is coming out. Let's have a look and see, what do we have here? We have peacock spirit, let it shine. Okay, then we have starfish, open to infinite possibility. So two kind of cards about stars there. Starship, let it shine. Be yourself. Peacocks are themselves in all their glory. Cat, claim your independence. So making sure that you are being and not losing your independence as well, I'm hearing. And then wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. So this is usually when you've been through something before, right? And Source is saying make sure that you're not putting yourself in the same predicament. You don't want to repeat a cycle here. So it's like using your discernment when it comes to saying yes and when it comes to saying no, when it comes to being guarded and when it's time to let those walls down to the right person or to the right situation, right? Your ancestors, what would you like your ancestor? What would you... Thank you. Oh, dear me. So we have penguin, authentic. You've got a lot of cards that are asking you to be yourself. If you are a Gemini rising, you do have Uranus in your house. So it's a slow, long transit. It's 7 years. So taking things easy. But I think this is about your independence. This is about you. This is you letting yourself come into the spotlight, using all your lessons, turning them into wisdom, using your knowledge and how to move forward. So we've got penguin, authentic. And it says here, reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family give you strength when you face the storm. That eruption, I was feeling it. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations and just be yourself. 2 cards, 3 cards to say be yourself. Like don't be afraid to be your quirky, because cats are independent and they're quirky as well. My 2 cats are, their characters are very strange. Well, I wouldn't say strange, but they're unique. They're uniquely themselves and they don't apologize for it either. Either they like someone or they hate someone. When people come around to my house, when family come around to my house, there's only a certain few that the cats will go near, and it's for a very specific reason. So embody that energy, like suss people out this week, okay? We've got the fates there, which is not knowing everything. It's God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and change the things that I can. Just allowing yourself to have that blind faith in the universe, knowing that everything is working out in your favor for your highest good, and making sure that you're not being overstimulated, you're not getting overwhelmed by things, and just kind of surrendering and saying to yourself, do you know what will be. I know that I am being true to myself, I'm being authentic, and I'm doing this for me. So even if you're having to say no to someone, or you're receiving a no, just know that it's for a reason, and that the universe is working hand in hand with you and for you, not against you. Don't say, oh God, nothing really goes in my favor, why does this always happen to me? Ask yourself, like, what lesson is there that is rising up? What emotion is rising up in me right now, and what do I need to learn from it? What do I need to unblock, right? God, that was long. We have yin energy, which is allowing people to come to you, not seeking out things, not actioning things. This is what I was saying, not doing much. I was still getting that message of, you don't need to do much this week, Gemini, my Gemmy Gems, as a Gemini rising. You don't need to do much this week. I feel allow things to come to you. Don't chase, attract this week by just being yourself, okay? So we have first house, Gemini first house, arrival. It's time, baby. It's our time, baby. Okay, it's time for you to shine. This is all about you, the way you perceive yourself, the way the outside world see you, changing your appearance, changing your communication, changing the way you want things to be done, and nurturing yourself. Give yourself time. Be caring with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Open to infinite possibilities, and let yourself shine, because there's something here about 12th house. Oh, isn't that funny? Because Taurus has been in the 12th house for the past 7 years, right? And it's now time to leave that in the past. That 12th house saga that we just went through, of the doubts, the uncertainty, the not knowing, the secrets, the illusions, the hidden things. It's like we need to leave that in the past now, right? Let go of all of that, because that is not going to serve us any good. It's now time to completely let go and leave something in the past. Let's get some Kipper cards for you, and then we'll get into your tarot. But I want to ask what all this is really about, because I like the Kipper cards to do them last, because Kipper cards never lie. They never lie. Thank you. So this is about you being mature and in your masculine energy, right? Mature men don't really do, they know a lot as well. They turn their knowledge into wisdom. So this is you saying to me, like, I'm very knowledgeable now and wise, mature man. They're only very distinct in what they want to achieve and how they go about achieving it as well. So it's like knowing the right time to go out there and get something, and knowing when it's time just to take a back seat and maybe just say no. You know, being independent, being in that masculine energy of knowing that I'm wiser now, I'm smarter now. Wow, look at that. Main female and main male. So something going on here about the two protagonists and a child. Gemini, what is this? There could be something about why am I hearing custody battle? There's a custody battle going on within the family, yeah. Or maybe a new child is being born into the family, or you're birthing something new between you and this other individual. Like something new, someone new is arriving in your family and birthing something new. I'm going to take these two and put them there, just so that I might clarify that, because you know I'm a Gemini rising. I want to know everything. I want to know. Right, let's get into your reading for Gemini, please. Where are we going this week with the tarot? What do we have for Gemini? We have the Three of Swords. Okay. We'll clarify later. We have the World, which I like to see, because you are ending a painful situation. You're kind of like, I'm disappointed. I'm a little bit heartbroken, but I'm not going to sit in it because I'm just going to finish that. I'm going to put a full stop right there. It's enough. We have the Queen of Swords, which is the no card, right? Boundaries, and it could be that guarded energy as well. There's boundaries up, your walls are high, you've been through a lot. Two of Pentacles, something you're juggling here. Back and forth, going back and forth about something. Not really sure what it is you need to do. Let's clarify the Three of Swords, but I like this. We're showing up in our reading with the Queen of Swords. Clarify the Three of Swords for me. The Seven of Cups. I will clarify a bit more as well with that. The World. Four of Swords. We are healing. We are done with our healing. Yay! Queen of Swords. We have the Strength card. We are guarded. Of course, it's normal to have your walls up after being hurt, but after a while, your walls may be keeping you out. Keeping out just what you may need to heal. It's interesting, isn't it? Two of Pentacles. You do make a decision though, and you take the new route. You're like, I'm going to go into the new. I'm going to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. Even though I can't see what's going on. You know, I don't really know what's around the corner. But I'm going to take the new here because you've arrived with something. Page of Pentacles. Lessons have been learned in relationships and you are making a judgment call to let go. What did I say to you? You're making a decision to let go of something here. You're like, I'm done with the healing. We're done. We're done. We're letting go. We're making a judgment call. We're releasing. We're rising above. We're putting our lessons into practice. We're putting our lessons into place. We are saying the new. You've learned a lot. You've learned a lot through your connections. For some of you, relationships are mirrors to you and for you so that you're able to heal. Have a look at those parts of you that you think, you know, because I was feeling like whatever rises to the occasion, you need to ask yourself, why is this triggering me? What is it inside of me that needs to be healed? What is it inside of me that needs to be addressed? How can I turn it into a power? Three of Swords to the Seven of Swords. Three of Swords to the Seven of Cups. I'm going to clarify on this because there seems to be some kind of confusion. I don't really know because it's like, this one hurt me, that one hurt me, this one did that, that one did that. And I feel like your mind is racing here. You're kind of like sorting and filtering out on what is good and what is not. Like what you want to pick and what you want to do for this next chapter. So I'm going to clarify because again, I'm just a little bit like, what is this? What is the Three of Swords and the Seven of Cups? Because I feel like you make a choice. There's a choice that you're presented with a choice and you're like, I know someone's going to get hurt at the end of it. Or someone's making a choice and it's ending up with you being hurt. Yeah, Five of Cups. There's disappointment there, right? There's sadness, there's grief. But what's the Seven of Cups? But this is past disappointments and sadness. Two of Wands. Oh, that's what you're doing. You're looking at all the times people have hurt you, all the times you've been disappointed, all the times you've had to... You're ruminating. You're ruminating over the past here so that you can move forward to the future with an open heart. You're like, I need to, this is the last, I think this for you, this is your last step of healing. And you're kind of like, I need to, yeah, look at it. Sudden realization there of all the things that you've kept hidden and secret for a long time. And you're wondering, in order for me to create this new life of mine, in order for me to create this new chapter, I need to filter out through these emotions. I need to get the confusion out. I need to emotionally sort myself out, forgive and heal and let go. So you're trying to forgive here. You're trying to forgive you're doing it. You're doing it yourself here, Gemini. You're forgiving yourself for all the times that you allowed people to hurt you and let you down. And you're realizing this, and you're doing this through maybe some kind of research, or maybe you've been curious about things. Maybe you're just listening to your intuition a little bit more. But you're independently doing this, and you're being true to yourself. You're like, I need to be true to myself. I can't hide behind this anymore. And I can't conceal this anymore, right? 7 of Cups is illusion. Like you're putting up this facade over this heartbreak, and you're thinking, oh, well, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, they did this. It wasn't that bad, but it kind of is. It kind of is. And this could stem back to childhood as well. I'm getting a lot of childhood healing coming through these readings. A lot of childhood healing. And I think it's just clearing the way, right? The tower's there to kind of say, hello, wake up call. We need you to kind of see what's going on here so that you can start planning for your future, right? So you can start making the right decisions and the right steps to move forward. The fates, not knowing, but you're going to move in the right direction. So this is you filtering through that and not hiding behind closed doors anymore, like being guarded. You're deciding to kind of break off that guard. You're like, I don't want to guard myself anymore, because I want to heal. I want to heal myself, and I want to rest, and I want to be peaceful, and I want a time where I look at my life and I think, yeah, I went through that, but I've learned a lot of lessons along the way, and I know that the next chapter is just going to be peaceful. It's going to be healing. It's going to be a time where I can be independent, a time where I can turn my wisdom into knowledge, and a time where I think for some of you, you're growing up. Gemini, you're growing up, and you're taking accountability and responsibility for this healing. You're doing it yourself. You're taking responsibility. You're like, in order for me to be responsible for my own healing, I need to face reality. I can't be living in illusions over this. This hurt. This was really painful. It was really hurtful, but it's now finished, and I need to move on to a next chapter. And I'm finally seeing that I am healing. And in order for me to heal, was taking accountability and growing up about this and deciding I need to do this on my own. And it's internal. It's emotional to you. It's your emotional kind of clarity. It makes you a lot more clearer in how to move forward. And you are nurturing yourself. You're nurturing yourself. No one else is doing it for you. You're nurturing and healing yourself by processing the emotions inside of you and realizing that really hurt. Because sometimes we repress our memories when they become too painful or too hurtful, and you think, oh, you make excuses for someone. You think, oh, it's just the way they are. Like, I don't take it to heart. But really and truly, if your child was going through that and someone did that to your child, would you stand for it? I'm a warrior energy when it comes to my children. I'm gonna let no thing come in the way of my child and their heart. So imagine if someone did that to your child. And I feel like that's what you're asking yourself with that Page of Cups that was there. You're saying, like, if they were to go through this, hell no. So you're realizing, you're coming to reality. You're realizing of all the times, the painful situations, the hurtful moments, the scars that were left in your heart. You've buried it. You compartmentalized it, kept it in a box, put the lid on it. The High Priestess, right? She puts the lid on things. She draws the curtains. She sweeps it under the rug, and she's like, okay, it doesn't matter, because I know deep down that they didn't really mean it. Yeah. No, it hurt. Let's be honest for a minute here, Gemini. It hurt. So let's not sweep things under the rug, because it did hurt. So the Queen of Swords, the Strength card, with you doing that, internalizing all of this and unleashing this and sorting through your emotions. So at the beginning of the reading, when I was saying you don't have to deal with a lot, externally you don't have to deal with a lot, but internally, this is you. You're doing it on your own. You're going to have to deal with a lot. I'm sorry, my loves. Because this is a big step in your final chapter. This is like the analog, right? This is the page where you say to people, I thank you for your assistance with this. I dedicate this job. That's what you're doing. You're dedicating your time and your energy to your healing, and you're kind of like, this is what I need to do to close this chapter off. Because look what happens. You're very clear on this. Yes, you're a little bit still scorn. Hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn. And I think that may come into it a little bit this week, where you're kind of like, I don't want anyone to come in my way, because I know now how strong I am. Mentally, I'm strong. Mentally, you're really strong this week. You're telling me like I have the strength and the courage to go ahead and move ahead with this. And yeah, I've got a lot on. I'm spinning plates, right? I'm busy. But I know that takes priority, and I know that I'm going to deal with it, and I know that I want to move on with this. For some of you, someone may come in and say, can we move forward in a particular way? Can we clear the air? Can we have a conversation? And you come at it in a way where you're like, I'm deciding first to even see if we can have this conversation. You're just like, oh, just 1 minute. I've got a lot to do. I don't know if I can schedule you in. You're like, I don't know if I can schedule you in. I've got a lot to do. But then you do get the courage. You pluck up the courage, and you're like, okay, cool. Let's have this conversation. And then maybe all this comes up. And then you're like, okay, well, we can start a new chapter now. But it's also like relying on family members that are dear to you. But it's also claiming your independence. And if you don't want to have this conversation, Gemini, do what's right for you. I was just going to say, if you don't want to have this conversation, all you have to do is say no. You don't have to say no. But it's bringing back balance into your life. It's bringing back balance into the relationship, the situation. But essentially, you have to do what is right for you. Okay, do what is right for you, because at the end of the day, you're ready to just move forward with or without this person. You're telling me here, I'm grown. I've grown up a lot. There's growth there. There's real happiness there as well. The sun could be the sun in Taurus, because you've got the sun to the King of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles is Taurus. For some of you, you're moving away from someone. You're deciding you're turning your back on them, like, I'm done with this. I just want to be happy. And I am happy on my own. Claim your independence, right? Someone, like I said, someone comes in and wants to have a conversation with you, and you're like, maybe they want to bring things back into balance with this Justice card, right? They want to bring things back into balance, and you're like, I don't think so. Because you've got that main male and male female there. So it could be a relationship that comes in, because at the bottom of the deck, you've got this about a relationship. So it could be that they come back in and they ask you all of this, and you're just like, I'm not sure. I have to do what's right for me. I need to think about this, because I've grown a lot over the period. I'm different. I'm mature. I know what's right from wrong, right? And what you did was wrong. I compartmentalized all these emotions and these feelings and acted like it wasn't a big deal, when in fact it really was. So now I'm not sure if I want to work on this relationship. I'm not sure if I want to hear you out. And yeah, you're guarded. You have every right to be. Queen of Swords, you have every right to be. It's the lies, it's the cheats, it's the deceit, it's the mind games, it's the manipulation, it's the gaslighting, it's the narcissistic traits, it's the heartbreak, it's the sorrow, it's the grief, it's the confusion. It's the 1 minute we were at peace, and then we were back in conflict, and then it was the feeling trapped and victimization, all of that. So yeah, I've grown up a hell of a lot, and I'm not sure I want to go back there. So for you, some of you are saying to this person, I think I'm good. For the sun to come out in your reading, Gemini, that is growth, maturity. For some of you, you're working so much on your security. You're like, I want to be stable. I want this to be something where I am secure and stable for the rest of my life. Mature man is telling me that. Like, I'm ready for something mature. I'm ready for something that's grown. I don't want this half-heartedly bullshit. King of Wands, yeah, because I'm thinking about my future. And I need to be at peace. I'm working on that. That's what I'm working towards. I'm working towards peace and happiness. and my future. So you're telling me here, I don't think, yes, you're guarded. You have every right to be guarded, Gemini, every right to be guarded, but the right person, because for some reason, I feel like it could be two people that are coming in to have a conversation with you that have done you wrong. One of them, point blank, no. The other one, it's kind of like, okay, maybe we'll try again. So it could be completely different. It could be like, for some of you, a parent, an ex-lover, or it could be a child. Very different energies here when it comes to people, because you've got mature man, main male, main female, child, and then family room, which is a whole bunch of people, so it could be for you that you just don't know. Different conversations for different people, different energies for different people. Look at that, what comes after. You slay your dragons, you release yourself from this chain, this bondage. You're free. You've done it. So one of these conversations have made you feel free, and you have said no. Beautiful, Gemini. Absolutely beautiful. You're saying no and you're freeing yourself. You're letting go. Okay, that's it. They said no more. Look at that. Taking charge. Ruling your empire, baby. And why shouldn't you, right? Why shouldn't you? Let's get an Archangel Michael message for you. Archangel Michael, advise Gemini for me this week, please. What would you like Gemini to know? Thank you. Pray from the heart. Prayers really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and change the things that I can. Please have faith and belief, Gemini. This week your prayers are being answered, my love. I wish you a beautiful week, and I will see you next. Take care and stay blessed.